Here's Schwarber. He comes into the event with 18 homers on the season. Hits one every 14.7 at bats, and that's to right, and it's going to come up a little short.
Kyle Schwarber's had one of the most roller coaster careers you could ever imagine. In 2015, he comes up, hits 16 home runs in his first 69 games, hits 5 in a huge postseason. And in the next year, 2016, tears up his left knee in the second game of the year, but comes back in the World Series, you know, a la Willis Reed, just unbelievable, getting just home runs, base hits, pinch hits, DH spot. I mean, this guy was unreal in that World Series. 2017, sent to AAA for 2 weeks, but he still had 30 home runs. And now he's having a strong first half. This guy does it all.
Remember his work ethic, and he went down and claims that he was hitting 200 different breaking balls every time he got on a field just to get back for the Cubs. He then got back. His work ethic, coming from the Midwest and then going to Indiana University, a football player by trade, then a catcher. When he was 8 or 9 years old, when he was a catcher, his grandmother said, I want you to be like Johnny Bench. And Schwarber said, who's Johnny Bench? Grandma said he's the greatest catcher to ever play the game. A lesson on Bench. You get 2 timeouts in the final round. He has taken his first on a night in which Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper have advanced to the finals. Schwarber takes his first timeout. He's got 5. He's already got his bonus, so he's got an extra 30 seconds that he can tack onto this.
You know, and right now he's on pace for 19. It's going to take 19, 20, maybe even more, because Bryce Harper just looks completely locked in. And I think Schwarber understands that. You know, in the early rounds, you don't know how many it's going to take, but he knows he's up against Bryce Harper in his home ballpark.
Yeah, but
it's going to take a lot of home runs.
He's hitting a lot. Every time his bat touches the ball, it's flying out of the yard. That one just a bit short, but he's in a bit of a groove. That one's popped up too. All of a sudden, high flies.
Yeah, and we talked about Rhys Hoskins' swing as that kind of classic right-handed home run swing. If I'm a lefty, I'm a big lefty right now in high school. Watch Kyle Schwarber. I mean, maybe a little bit more movement that you would want to teach, but everything is so connected. You talk to really good hitting coaches about staying connected, making sure things aren't flying over the place. A really sound swing.
And he says time. Takes his second. We will take a timeout. Schwarber. Still a minute 49 on the clock. It also honors veterans, firefighters. His mom was a police dispatcher. His sister served in the Army National Guard. Went to Bahrain, now a police officer in Ohio. So Kyle Schwarber very committed on and off the field. And sits here with 9 homers, a minute 36 to go, and then a 30-second bonus.
And you don't hear it as much anymore, but I don't want anyone to say that baseball players aren't in great shape. These guys have been swinging the bat for hours now. They got to the ballpark probably 2 o'clock today, been stretching, warming up, taking batting practice, doing all the autographs. 3 rounds now of this home run derby, hitting in the cage in between to make sure you stay loose. These guys are in incredible shape right now.
There you
Something
go.
you probably couldn't have said maybe 50, 70 years ago with some of those guys.
Well, here in Washington, they had one of the great home run hitters of his generation, Frank the Monument Howard, who, of course, was an all-star for a handful of consecutive years, played in the final season in Washington in 1969. That's a huge foul ball home run.
These are just easy bombs, too. I mean, he's hit 4 over 440 in this round alone. That one's probably number 5. It doesn't even look like he's swinging hard.
Tex, he's got 30 to go, and then he's got 30 more. He's going to get over 20.
This is impressive, and Bryce Harper is going to need every single one of those fans behind him in this last round, because it looks like Schwarber's going to have a nice total here after the bonus he's going to get.
Center field for Schwarber, and not gone. Not gone on that one. 8 seconds to go. He'd love to get one more and then get that 30, and that one's going to go. Right field and upper tank.
And he's another guy, he's kept it simple, hitting home runs to straightaway right field, not trying to go to center and left center.
17 for the Chicago Cub, Kyle Schwarber. 30 seconds still to go on the clock. A couple years ago, we had Bryant and Rizzo do it. They both lost in the first round. Kyle in the finals. He's got 17. Harper's waiting. That's a sky-high moonshot to right center. and it's going to stay in the park.
And if you're wondering why these guys are taking so long, remember, you have to wait till the ball hits the ground before you can throw the next pitch.
There goes number 18. See if he can get to 20.
I think that's the magic number. If he doesn't get to 20, Harper's going to have a leg up here.
Last one. And it's going to end at 18. He claps for himself. He should. What a night for Kyle Schwarber of the Chicago Cubs. Javier Baez, the first to greet him out there. He's advanced to the finals, and now it's going to be up to Bryce Harper.
He looks like Rocky after 15 rounds with Apollo Creed.